news, everyone. Good news. It's another day, a brand new day. More things to talk about.
Rises.
Okay. All right. I don't know, Steph. I don't know what that is a reference to, but I support you in your excitement. Welcome to Still Scrolling. I am. I'm trying. You know what? I'm trying my best to be supportive of you, Steph. I'm one of your hosts who does not have organic webbing, Justin.
And I am the other. I am the man spider. Derek.
Here we go.
And I am your other host.
You know what? Look,
I'm your other host, Stefania.
Oh, you thought the podcast was your ally.
Do you see what I have to deal with, America?
I didn't
America,
even see a microphone until I was already a man.
My camera's messed up and everything. Jesus Christ. Welcome to Still Scrolling. We have not a lot to talk about today, so I am super excited to record because so much is going on the feed, but more like nothing is going on the feed because all we can think about is Spider-Man. Our brains are covered in webs that may or may not be organic, apparently. The entire feed is Spider-Man, because if you didn't hear our emergency episode about Spider-Man yesterday, Spider-Man Brand New Day dropped its trailer, and the theories have been just out of pocket, in my opinion. What are you guys seeing online? Because it feels as though we're in remember the WandaVision era of Mephisto?
Oh God. Yes.
Oh no.
We're back.
I don't think
we're still
full...
back.
I don't
we're
think
back in Mephisto territory, to be honest.
No. I don't think we're full Mephisto level just yet, but it is getting a little crazy out there.
Do we think that Rogue is in the trailer?
No, man.
No, I don't think
not
that's her.
If
No way,
they
Rogue.
threw that in there, it was just a teaser for like just an X-Men kind of Easter egg.
Yeah.
That's
It's not Rogue. It is. Rogue would never be a Jets fan. If anything, she'd be a New Orleans Saints fan or something like that. Definitely not a Jets fan.
We used to know each other.
No
Something
credit
bad was
given.
gonna happen, and the only way to
I
stop it-
just okay. People are saying this is a spoiler. This clip. If you guys aren't listening or watching on YouTube, we are going frame by frame, but with the Spider-Man trailer. But people are saying that this is a spoiler for Daredevil Born Again because the mayor is giving Spider-Man a key to the city. I don't think that's entirely true that it's a spoiler. This doesn't have to be the mayor. This could be the governor. You know, like it doesn't have to be. We have no idea who this lady is, but
It's also 4 years after the last time we saw him, so this happened probably before Fisk.
wait, this moment is happening before Mayor Fisk? I was assuming this is this is happening after Daredevil Born Again season 2.
Yeah,
That's
Why,
my
though?
assumption.
Why,
Because
though?
Daredevil Born Again is coming out next week, and
Right, but
Spider-Man is
this
coming out in July.
Yes, but it's 4 years. Hold on. This movie takes place 4 years after the last time we saw Peter. Daredevil
Yes.
Born Again doesn't start right when Spider-Man No Way Home ended. There's time in between. So I think this is just like a montage of what he's been up to. Just like all the comic book cover shots that we saw. That's probably just part of a montage. And then this is in there too. Like, yeah, he got the key to the city. You know, Spider-Man is a hero. You know,
was to make everyone
That
forget
makes
about
I
it.
think that's a good assumption.
yeah.
I don't know where Ned
Because
got
I'm
those
not just
glasses,
Peter
but they're a
Parker.
little late.
I'm
Fashion-wise, to be honest.
Spider-Man.
Other things that are included or not included is Sadie Sink's character. We have not seen Sadie Sink's character. And I feel as though the rumor mill is starting up again because people are saying that Sadie Sink could be Jean Grey again.
Yeah.
Or
Mephisto.
more importantly,
Mephisto.
could be Mephisto, is Aranya, I believe I'm saying it right, a Spider Queen-like character whose abilities include telekinesis and spider-like abilities, but more so on the bug end. I don't think that she's obscure Spider Queen. No.
Nope. Nope.
I don't think that's a thing. Like I said yesterday, I still don't think he has organic webbing. I don't. I have a feeling it's just because he shoots and nothing comes out. And when he's falling, like as you can see in this clip, something grabs him. I don't think it's a web thing. Maybe. We
Yeah.
can go frame by frame. Da-da-da. He's falling. Wait.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
looked like someone
It's something.
grabbed
I
him.
think.
like a web.
I think they just didn't edit that in yet because there's nothing
Oh.
there.
Yeah.
He grabs a hand.
No, he does this. He does this little motion.
Yeah.
Are you think that's a web that he's grabbing?
I think he is learning his new enhanced abilities. So as he's about to fall, he's able to shoot it out because it's a fight or flight reflex from his body. But and then obviously the traditional like Spider-Man little hand pose is not working for him. So that's what we're seeing here is his body just reacting. I don't think they're adding a spider person in just like that. Maybe it's a person. It could be that.
I think someone is grabbing him. I think someone's gonna reach out and grab him. Maybe I think it's Daredevil. I am
Could
still
be.
confident that person saving him, quote unquote, is Daredevil.
It could be, yeah.
I mean,
In the broad daylight though?
oh, okay. Well, it's Matt Murdock. Like,
Okay,
need help,
okay.
kid.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm a really good lawyer. I saw you here.
He's got his walking cane out
See?
This
for him to grab.
enhance this
human-
screenshot. And oh, that was a coincidence. We said the same word there. If you
It is enhanced.
Yeah, so if you look there, it makes it a point to talk about synthetic webbing. That this is like a vigilante
Yes.
file on Spider-Man. It talks about his synthetic webbing. So I
Yes.
do think there is an organic web aspect to the story, just because there seems to be a distinction here, you know? Also, I realized on the last episode, you said Schrodinger's Hulk?
No, I said Chekhov's Hulk.
You said Chekhov's Hulk? Are you sure?
Yeah, Chekhov's Hulk.
Okay, maybe this is just
Oh, he did say
Schrodinger's
Chekhov's Hulk.
misremembering. I remembered it
it's-
wrong
it's-
and right at the same time.
I can confirm he did say Chekhov's Hulk.
Okay, all right. I was wrong.
Chekhov's Hulk because I'm assuming that the villain is Mr. Negative,
Right.
who can enhance negative emotions in people. But
Yeah.
Excuse me, Dr. Banner.
because, like, I mean, if you look at the little hand thing, same thing that he uses in She-Hulk, or I guess it's
Yeah.
a little variation of it. Maybe it's a bit smaller or bigger. Peter going to ESU, Empire State University. That's accurate. Well, everyone else went to MIT. I
need your
just
help.
feel like
What did you say your name was?
this role would have been played by a Dr. Connors if this were a different
Mhm.
Spider-Man movie, you know, like, oh, Spider-Man asks a scientist for help who has trouble managing his darker green side. That sounds a lot like the Lizard, you know?
Yep.
I
Yep.
feel like there still could be like
If DNA
an
is
Easter egg to like Dr. Connors, like maybe a name on a door or a
Right.
file, whatever, or a mention. Because there has to be like a Dr. Connors in this universe.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe it's Keith David. I'd like that.
that's another thing that annoyed me about No Way Home is that the most impactful Goblin that Tom Holland will ever face is Norman Osborn, aka Willem Dafoe, and then we had a really good Doc Ock come back, and we had a not so good Lizard come back, but that's a whole other podcast. Anyways, I don't think this is organic webbing, but something is happening here.
He's bugging out. He's bugging out because he's looking around like, what the hell? I know
Yeah.
you're not on board with the organic webbing, but I think he's blacking out and waking up to a bunch of organic webs. And this is another version of that, right? He's waking up and he's seeing all this crap and he's like, what is this? I think this is his little like studio apartment, you know,
Right.
his command center full of fucking webs that he did not do or does not remember doing. So what do you think, Justin? You think this is all just Mr. Negative literally trolling him?
I here's the thing. I love Spider-Man. I really do. And I love the Spider-Man movies that Sony has made. They have made the best Spider-Man movies ever. They have also made the worst Spider-Man properties ever. You know, however, being a Spider-Man fan for like the last couple decades, the number one source that Sony pulls is that damn Spider-Man animated cartoon. That is that's probably the most used source material across Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland, more so than the comics, really.
And you still don't think it's Man Spider?
Here's the
thing. There's that tease. I think
getting
I sent it to the group.
Getting to Man Spider at this point in the Spider-Man career feels like jumping the shark to me. And part of me wants to have faith that they wouldn't do something that dumb. They wouldn't do something. Okay, all right. And I don't mean that in like a mean way. I just like Man Spider is like, okay, we're done. That would be the end of the comic book like line. Not line, but like comic book movies where like you're scraping the bottom of the barrel for Man Spider.
Right.
When we could have had not we could have had, but like stories with Black Cat. Like I would expect them to do the Clone Saga before we got to Man Spider.
I mean, they can, right? Because isn't the other story, doesn't that incorporate like a Man Spider version before it's like the full-blown clone?
Like nobody liked Man Spider, like not even in the comics, not even like ever. In a roundabout way, just give him organic webbing. You know what I mean? It strains that. I think these people are incredibly talented, way talented, in making movies than I'll ever be. But it's like you wouldn't do that. That would be dumb.
They would do it if they know they're going to reboot and have kind of a fresh start in like, I don't know, a year or two.
I thought this was the reboot with him, everyone forgetting him, who he is and stuff like that. Yeah. I thought we were in the reboot, you know?
Yes, but then the larger MCU is rebooting.
Enormously dangerous.
You get me?
Oh, we're not gonna. I don't think it's I think it's just
it's whatever it ends up being, right? It's a cleaner slate, and then at that point they can start introducing, Black Cat or whoever else into the Spider-Man version of it, especially with the X-Men finally existing at that point.
Whose hands do we think this is?
Mephisto.
That's a lady hand. That's Sadie Sink. That's not a man hand.
That is a smooth, small hand. That's Sadie Sink.
Sadie Sink as Mephisto.
She's wearing green.
There is artwork that I saw where it was like official, like not official. I don't know what. It was one of those like accounts that posts like Marvel stuff, and they're like pretty accurate about it. And this was like a reference drawing that they drew for the movie, and it was someone with red hair in a green jacket and a yellow top or whatever. It was basically like Jean Grey colors. And that's, where the speculation of like this could be Jean Grey. Jean Grey could be the one manipulating the minds of those soldiers and the lady in the pod. She could also be the one that's probably like projecting this image into Peter's mind that he's creating organic webbing, waking up with the webbing around him, waking up on the side of the building, hanging upside down. That is possible. Then people are asking, why would Jean Grey be in a Spider-Man movie? Well, why would Doctor Strange be in a Spider-Man movie? Why would Spider-Man be in a Captain America movie? There's crossovers. The comic books always have crossovers. And there was also a crossover with Spider-Man and the X-Men in the animated series, both of them. So it happens.
Specifically with Man Spider.
Now, why would Jean Grey be like a villain vigilante kind of thing in this movie? Well, I mean, if you know the X-Men, they are an oppressed group in New York, and they obviously can't find a space to be welcome in a city like this. You have like the Morlocks underneath sewer who stay there, who that's their safe space. You have the School for Gifted Mutants where like that's their safe space, but still there are people out there that see him as like freaks and stuff. So she could be like an angsty teen. It could be like an angsty teen kind of vibe. Like I'm talking like X-Men Evolution age era.
Or she's just doing it against her will, right? Like they have her captive and they're like, do this or we're going to murder Scott Summers or, hurt your family, somebody.
I just don't think, like, that doesn't make business sense to me. It doesn't make business sense to me in that, why would you introduce a Jean Grey when we have the Foxmen coming in the summer?
Yeah. It could be also...
You know what I'm saying? Like, it strains... I'm sorry, Derek. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're good.
It strains credibility to me in that, like, people were asking, like, why haven't we seen the X-Men in the MCU? Why haven't we got a new Wolverine? Because they're bringing Hugh Jackman back.
Yeah.
Why haven't we got a new Professor X? Because they're bringing Patrick Stewart back, et cetera, et cetera. They didn't make a new Beast. We got Kelsey Grammer. So, I to make a new Jean Grey would be like before Doomsday coming out does not make sense to me.
Look,
but another redheaded character with psychic abilities is her daughter, Rachel Grey, aka Rachel Summers.
I was gonna go off of that. You were literally like on the spot of what I was gonna say.
Like, that is the most. If she is an X-Men, then I would be 80% sure that she is Rachel Summers.
Yeah.
Like 80%.
Or Hope, because we have Cable.
Or Hope. Okay, pause. We don't have. Okay, wait. If she is Hope Summers has the ability to mimic powers. That's her whole. She's like Rogue with all of the drawbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Would it make sense that she mimics Peter Parker? But he doesn't have organic webbing. Like, that's the thing. Like, it doesn't. Him having organic webbing does not make sense to me unless it's a dream or like something confusing, or like if Mr. Negative puts him in the negative like dream state or whatever that he does sometimes. He's like falling, he doesn't have powers, et cetera, or someone just fucked with his web shooters. Like,
It could be someone controlling her, like you said. Like, it could be Mr. Negative controlling her.
I think we're all overthinking this. I think we're falling into the classic internet trap of theorizing too much. And I do genuinely, Justin, I know I'm trolling you with the whole Man-Spider stuff, but I do genuinely think it's Man-Spider. They're approaching this as a story of like Peter Parker's life is in shambles, okay, and he is completely almost like just rejected who he is outside of the spider, so much so that his DNA is mutating into something more. The synopsis for the movie, like the official synopsis, talks about it's an evolution within him, which is right in line with the Man-Spider / the other storylines. It would account for the organic webbing stuff, right? It would account for the fact that the Punisher is in the movie, that the Scorpion is in the movie, just like the Man-Spider stories from the show. And I think the only thing that really is missing, though, is, yes, what is Sadie Sink's role in this and who is the big bad villain? Because I don't see Sadie Sink being... She might be working for the villain against her will or something, but I don't think she's the actual big bad. And
I
it's
do
definitely not
have a
Scorpion.
second
Guys,
theory. I do have a second
we're all
theory.
thinking of this wrong.
Oh,
we're all thinking
God.
this
Here we go.
wrong.
Ugh.
I know who she's playing.
Mm-hmm.
She's playing Madeline Pryor. The big bad is Mr. Sinister, guys.
Oh,
Mr.
God.
Sinister is the big bad. Madeline Pryor is working for Sinister. I have
guessed it.
Guessed it.
I think that would probably upset the fandom to no extent,
What
right?
the
To
heck?
unlimited amount of anger.
That would be a whole that would be such a 180
Right, I
on
hate that
the
guy so
plot
much.
line.
I do have a curveball that
Okay.
probably wouldn't make sense. What if she's Felicia Hardy?
I thought about that, and
Also
you know,
has enhanced abilities. Also, at one point, steals Spider-Man's web shooters.
okay, now you're making sense.
Like that. Like there's a whole plot. I'm like because I know that the thing that they watch is that damn animated show. It's a whole thing where Black Cat steals Spider-Man's web shooters, and then she's can swing.
You know what's
just
what's
right next
actually
to him.
what's actually really funny is that you saying that Sony watches the animated show for all their Spider-Man projects perfectly tracks, because it would account for Morbius, it would
Yep.
account for Madam Web, it would
Yes.
account for Craven, it would account for
Yes.
Venom.
Yes.
Sony doesn't read comics; they just watch the '90s animated
I really
Spider-Man
think
show.
Yeah.
that's true. In that, like, that's the thing. There's no, there like Morbius. That's the most important Morbius has ever been. Is
Bro,
in
it
that
would-
damn animated show. I
would
think
e-
when people get hired for Sony, they're like, okay, you don't have to read all the comics. Just they hand them over a Blu-ray of that show. I think. Like,
Here's your training.
I
Here's
think
your onboarding.
Yeah, that's the
and it's not
onboarding.
bad. It
Bro.
does a good job, but also it's like that wasn't comics accurate. But like I guess it's in the zeitgeist now. That
They
kind of
gave
thing.
they gave us Chameleon before
Yes.
they gave us Spider-Man in their Spider-Man adjacent universe.
Which is
They're
wild.
definitely watching
Chameleon,
just the show.
a big player in that damn animated series.
Yeah.
Like, so I wouldn't be surprised if she was Black Cat. Hair color be damned. MJ is black now. It doesn't matter. Betty Brant looks like Gwen Stacy. They don't care about the exact comic accuracy of looks. Ned Leeds looks like that guy. I forget his name. Oh my gosh. Who plays Ned Leeds?
Jacob Batalon.
But yes, obviously not a white guy. So they
Yeah.
don't care about comic accuracy.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna tell you right now, though, people will be pissed if she's Black Cat.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking, people will be very pissed.
They'd be
if she was
pissed and
Black
they'd be
Cat.
weird. They'd be so weird about it.
Yeah.
They'd be like, she's not hot enough. She's not,
if Sadie Sink is Black
Yeah.
Cat,
They would be
Yeah.
pissed. The weirdos would be insanely
Okay.
furious that she's not
Pause.
like
Pause.
quote unquote sexy enough for
Wait,
Black
I would
Cat.
say
Derek,
she's more-
stop. Everyone needs to stop. She is 23. Okay, now we can continue.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
no,
like,
yeah.
I was worried for a second it was
Yeah.
about to turn into
I
something
think she'd
else.
be more
You know,
accurate.
Listen,
she's
we
not
had
Black
to double
Cat.
check.
No.
It would be more
She's-
accurate for her to be someone like Gwen Stacy.
hmm
No. Well,
Off of vibes.
Off of vibes and like I feel like
I'm calling bullshit on that.
I feel
Steph.
like based on like what we've seen of her acting and like her personality, I guess I feel like she'd make a better Gwen Stacy than a Black Cat.
I could see her as
I disagree
I
completely.
can see her as both, honestly. Just appearance wise, the weirdos would be mad at her being cast as Black Cat for sure. Just
Okay.
strictly on
Black
appearance.
Cat canonically wears a wig. So I think like
I'm
we'll
not
be
talking about the
fine.
wig. I'm not talking about the
Yeah.
wig. Unfortunately.
Here's the thing. Steph, I understand why you think that way, but I would like to get on my old millennial soapbox just for 2 seconds. Okay. Just
Okay.
I need you to bear with me, right?
Back in my
Here's the
day.
I was literally about to say that. I'm so sorry. It's because I love Spider-Man so much. Here's the thing. Soapbox. Boop boop. Here's the thing. I love Spider-Gwen. I think she's a great character. I think she's an interesting character that I want to read more about. That's not Gwen Stacy.
Right.
And I feel as though Spider-Gwen has revisionist history all of our brains, or Mandela affected all of our brains to make Gwen Stacy to someone who she's not.
Is it and it's not to say that they have
Yes.
to like be synergized with the comics, but they have been doing that lately, like
Yes.
with Miss Marvel and Miles and all that stuff. Didn't Gwen Stacy get the symbiote recently?
Yes. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
It
So I
makes you
feel
feel
like they
so
wouldn't
old.
Make her
It's
that in the movie, you know?
It's like someone coming up to me and being like, yeah, Spider-Man 2099 is the most accurate version of the character. And you're like, that's not Peter. That's just a different
dude.
guy. I like that guy. It's just a different guy. you know?
Yeah, like Stefania, real quick. What's your favorite Power Ranger team?
Ooh.
I don't watch Power Rangers.
God damn it, Stefania. Okay, I mean that's fair. That's fair.
Oh my
That
gosh.
was kind of before my time.
No,
my
no.
brothers. My brothers watched it more. I wasn't interested in Power Rangers as a kid.
Okay, that was a bad example.
I love Power Rangers, man.
Let's see. Who is your? You don't watch Doctor Who either. God damn
Batman.
it. The point I'm trying to make is like for me, it's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers all day. For Justin, he might just be fucking around with like Power Rangers in space or something because he's a few years younger. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing, though. I've seen almost every single season of Power Rangers. I stopped at RPM. The best season is not Mighty Morphin, but it is the most popular. You know,
right, right. But I'm saying it's my Spider-Man because it's my Power Rangers because I grew up with it. Justin, you probably have your favorite, even though it may not necessarily be the best. Same thing with Batman, right? Who's your Batman? It's the first Batman you probably saw in theaters. So it's the same thing kind of with this, right? Where it's like, what stories are they adapting? And I think if one thing is clear, it's the animated series Spider-Man, if Sony has anything to say about it.
That's my guess. Are there any more theories about Spider-Man?
Yeah, I did see one back on the Sadie Sink topic that, especially because they're talking about like the other storyline and all that stuff, which involves Peter's daughter. Do we think that she's maybe like an alternate? What is it? Not in
Mayday?
What is it? Yeah, but what's the name of the thing that happens with the universes colliding?
Incursion?
Do we think it's like an incursion situation that happened and brought Mayday over, and that's her? Because I did see that, and it would account for the red hair.
Well, you know what? It's also how far does this take place after or maybe before Fantastic Four? Like when does Fantastic Four take place? And
Thunderbolts.
Spider-Man.
End of Thunderbolt. Right, yeah. How far in between is the end of Thunderbolts and this Spider-Man movie? And
because if Dr. Doom comes into this world, whatever, or not this world, in the Fantastic Four world, he could have the ability to, maybe has the tech to hop other worlds, right? To this current MCU universe. Because, right, like you said, the end of Thunderbolts, we see the Fantastic Four ship come in. So it's all about like timing here. When do things take place? And that's when you can kind of start building your theories a little better.
I have a question for you guys, and I'm springing it on you, okay?
Uh-oh, here we go.
If you could Morbin time this movie, right? If you could make sure that there's one thing in this movie that will guaranteed give it $1 more billion, $10 more billion at the box office.
Jesus Christ.
What would it be? What would it be? For me, for example, I'd make sure there's a Madam Web cameo in there. I want to see Dakota Johnson
I'll take
show
it a
up.
step further.
You know?
Take it a step further. We get all of them back. And it's like the Avengers. They have their own but it's like
Spider
they
people.
team up. Spider
Hell
people,
yeah.
We get Madam Web. We get Morbius. We get Craven. We get Venom.
Infinite more $1 billion. And then the camera just pans in, and right in the middle, it's Morbius. And he goes, intriguing. And then cut to black. Spider people, the Spider-Man universe of Spider-Man characters from Sony will return in Avengers Doomsday. Boom.
Ned still has the sling ring, and he uses the sling ring to open up the portals with all of the Sonyverse spider people.
Yeah. That's unlimited money at the box office. Let's go. They'd have to print more money.
You know what?
Yeah. Final battle moment.
Fuck this show. I'm out. I quit. I'm done. I quit.
Come on, give us your pitch. Give us your Spider-Man
There is
universe
no
pitch.
good pitch. Here's the thing. here's the real. There's a funny answer, and then there's a real answer. There is a way to save the Sony Spider-Verse. There truly is, and I think what you do, and I'm being dead serious right now. Instead of random cameos from Boomerang and what was it, Batroc the Leaper again, whoever that fuck that was with the ice skates.
Yeah.
The montage is him beating up the Sony villains. Instead of Boomerang, it's Craven
Yeah.
with like trying to kill him, you know, and then he's like, "Oh, I beat Craven in like a day." And then the next one is like, "Oh, I beat Morbius in a day." Like you can see him like try and like slash him and stuff like that. And that's the only way you could save it. And that way, sure, fuck it. Don't even address the Vulture coming into another dimension. Don't even fucking do it. Just they're just here now. Forget about it. They're just here now. That's it. Don't worry about it. Just they Spider-Man kicked him in the face. I hope you're happy. You know.
Yep.
And that way, I
Spider-Man
think
kicked Jared Leto in the
fans
face.
will genuinely love that. The same way they gave a shit about Channing Tatum Gambit. Like, that's a funny meme.
I would like it more. I would like it even more.
Yeah.
Just a quick montage where Spider-Man beats them all up, puts them in the jail, and sends them to the raft. That's it. You don't even have to like make it a big scene or anything. Just the fans will genuinely enjoy that.
Yeah.
And I hate when movies hop onto the meta narrative and like shit on themselves. Because I'm like, oh, well, at least someone did work on that. Someone at some point thought Madam Web was a good idea, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Should we talk about the Warner Brothers merger?
Hold on, was that the serious? What was your funny answer?
That was the serious answer.
What was your funny answer? Don't say Man Spider. I'll fly over there.
It's not Man Spider.
Because
Are you
that is
talking
a
about
serious...
the $1 million dumb idea that they should do?
All right, I'll be right there. Hold on.
Oh gosh, I think the dumb idea would probably is the dumb idea that they really shouldn't do, but I feel like they're tempted to do, is to pull some like random shit and like pitch to Doomsday or pitch to like X-Men and be like, actually Hugh Jackman comes in and saves the day, and like, you know what I mean, something like ChatGPT wrote it. You know what I mean, where it's like, see, Wolverine comes in and like, see, it's Jean Grey. You know what I mean? It's like
it's one of those where it's like they're in New York. Why wouldn't they show up?
They might actually do that.
They wouldn't do that. I mean, they could, but I don't think it's necessary before Doomsday. Here's the thing. There's a moment in the Spider-Man trailer where like Spider-Man, he gets run over by Frank the Punisher, and like he's like, "Come on, Frank, like calm down or whatever." I've been asking for a moment like that for decades. Where we don't have to like have Frank have a whole scene or whatever. I know he has a big role in this movie, but like just shit like that where like he's swinging and he accidentally like clips Falcon as he's like swinging. Hey, watch where you're going. He's like, "Sorry, Sam," and he's on the way. That's it.
Yeah, and they keep going.
Or he's like
so
swings
cool.
by the Avengers Tower. You know what I mean? Like that's it. Or at least in like Thunderbolts, we see Spider-Man gets his like. There's that moment in Infinity War where Spider-Man gets his spider sense and his hair stands up. Oh, that's so it. Good. It's where they you know that they live in the same universe. That's it. It doesn't have to be like a big thing.
It's like the last episode of X-Men 97 where you see the cameos of like Daredevil, of other, you know, I was standing on wherever you see
Peter
them in New York, all the
Parker,
heroes,
MJ.
Peter Parker. Yeah. You like see them and it's like, oh, yeah, right. They're there. They're in New York City, of course. Right. And they just show them and it's like, oh, that felt really good. They're aware of the situation.
Exactly. Like, and because of contractual reasons, Spider-Man has more of a vested interest to do that than usual, because we had like the Captain America PSAs and stuff like that. Stuff where you just like, why can't we have something like that in Shang-Chi? But instead we get Trevor.
They're all
You
the
know what I'm
way in.
saying? Like it's
They're
like
all the way in San Francisco, though. You
Yeah.
know, that's a whole different world, apparently. Yeah, I
Like-
get
The
what you're
West
saying.
Coast Avengers.
yeah. Like
Mhm.
why couldn't we get Shang-Chi versus Abomination?
Okay.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
Wong already beat him up
You
in,
know,
the,
like
in the ring.
yeah, like there's moments where it's like, why couldn't we just have that?
Yeah.
And one of the challengers just happens to be like fucking Hawkeye or someone.
Yeah. It's
Why couldn't we
unfortunately
do that?
they're victims of their own success, right? Like
Mhm.
you're an actor that is maybe known, maybe not so well known, whatever. The minute you hit the Marvel project, that's it. You're gonna be too big. They're just scheduling you to make a movie that within the next year and a half is gonna be impossible. You know, as opposed to like comics, you can, within a year or two, you have an entire arc
Mhm.
written, illustrated, published, and enjoyed by people. So it does suck that it is a movie. The movie medium doesn't allow for that kind of stuff like it does in the comics. Like I always think of like who is it? Jessica Jones and what's his face? They have a kid, and then the kid gets kidnapped because their nanny was the doppelganger. It's like Secret Wars or something like that.
Luke Cage.
Not Secret
Mhm.
Wars, Secret Invasion. Yeah, Luke Cage's. They like kidnap their daughter and all this kind of stuff. Like that would never happen in the movie, right? Just out of like we barely have Luke Cage, or sorry, we barely have Jessica Jones now
Hey,
joining.
if Jessica
know?
Jones is coming back, the Defenders are all back. Luke Cage and
Yeah.
Iron Fist are coming back.
That's
Like
true.
I think I posted this on Threads where I saw Jessica Jones in the Daredevil season 2, and I was like, wow, she looks sober. Wow, this Jessica Jones looks like she doesn't smoke anymore. And I was like,
Because she's Disney.
oh.
She's a Disney
No,
princess now.
she's not Disney. That's not where I was going with it. But I was like, one of the reasons why Luke Cage and Jessica Jones broke up is because
Yeah,
Jessica Jones is
It's
so
a
like
mess. Yeah.
is too much of a mess, and like he got mind controlled. And it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, she looks healthier now.
Yeah.
And if there's one OTP, it's Luke Cage and Jessica Jones.
You're
There's
like,
no,
hold up,
like-
David Tennant died, and you stopped smoking cigarettes? Let's have a baby. You know?
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the conversation. Or like, anyways, we'll save it for a whole other pod.
We'll figure it out.
This doesn't have to be on air, but we'll probably be no show on Thursday of next week, most likely, and no show on Monday, possibly. No
I
shows
could do a
next
book
week.
corner.
We'll figure it out.
If you want to do a book corner by yourself, Steph, or give us some homework and then we'll try to read it. But like, I'm guessing there will be no shows next week, so we'll
There's
take
a
a week
good
off.
chance. We'll figure it out. It
We'll
might
take a
just be
week off,
social
take a
content.
vacation.
You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Spring break.
Rewatch
Or-
some of our old stuff.
Or maybe an Oops All Assholes episode.
Sure.
Oh, just the all am I the asshole stuff that we've done.
We
one
could
episode?
crank that out if we really needed to, but anyways, we'll see you when we see you.
Never.
Follow us on the socials, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky. See you next time.